Welcome to Ball Building. Founded in 2018, located in Strumica, North Macedonia, the core purpose of the company Ball Building is growing cannabis and producing cannabis extracts and products for medical use. For this purpose, the company Minstroi Holding from Sofia, Republic of Bulgaria, together with a group of strategic partners, invested €27 million in setting up proper facilities. The investment was realized in a period of 2 years, starting from 2018, resulting in indoor facility where in strictly controlled conditions, all production processes are performed, from seedlings, oil extraction to the final product. The facility has an area of 14,570 square meters and is composed of several segments. Breeding sector, high development unit for seedling production. Within the production unit, in controlled conditions, cultivation of female mother plants takes place, from which appropriate samples are selected and trimmed for further planting and cloning. The selected samples are planted indoors in a suitable compost and placed indoors in premises with precisely defined conditions. In each of the premises, there is a monitoring of the air temperature, humidity, lighting, ventilation, and timing. Cannabis clones, an ultra-modern plant with fully automated premises for growing cannabis plants. Harvesting cannabis flowers at the exact right time is crucial for optimizing the active ingredient content of the flower. Only flowers with strictly controlled growth level are collected. By following strictly defined safety protocols, harvested flowers in a controlled manner are carried on for further processing, drying, packaging, or drying oil extraction. Post-processing and cannabis extraction sector. Sector for production of final pharmaceutical forms. Modern development and control laboratory and microbiological laboratory. Once the appropriate flowers have been selected and harvested, they're taken to the trimming room. The trimming process begins with removing the excess leaves and all other external parts of the plant, after which only the flower buds are left. Cleaned of all the unnecessary parts, the flower buds are taken to the next stage. The drying process has a critical impact on the quality of the final product. Humidity and temperature in the room are strictly monitored and controlled to achieve the optimal drying rate and to achieve the desired final moisture content in the buds. Then, the curing process follows, which represents aging of the dried plant material in order to fine-tune the moisture content and allow for breakdown of sugars and chlorophyll. This process is necessary to ensure that buds reached a moisture level that will not allow mold and other pathogens to thrive. Drying and curing processes remove unwanted pigments, chlorophyll, and stop the mold formation. Once the appropriate level of curing is reached, the dried cannabis flower is brought to a grinding mill. The grinding process breaks the flower of the plant into small pieces with uniform size. The whole process of trimming, drying, curing and grinding is realized within a period of few weeks. After the successful completion of the previous stages, the dried flower is ready for extraction. From the dried flowers, by applying a process of CO2 supercritical extraction and through refining, freezing and filtration, a raw cannabis oil is obtained containing at least 70% of the active compound THC. After the crude oil is extracted, its quality is checked by analyzing samples in the laboratories within the facility. Additionally, in this phase, per client's request, there is a possibility for refining the THC oil with the help of molecular distillation technology. This way, distillated oil containing at least 90% from the active compound THC is provided. According to the client's request for crude or refined oil with certain potency, the final product goes through the primary and secondary packaging stage. Bull Building offers packaging of oil in bottles with different volume, depending on the client's needs. Once the oil is properly filled into the bottles go through a control process. Once they pass the control process, bottles are packed in an appropriate cardboard packaging and stored in the warehouse of the facility until they are handed to the client. In order to secure consistency with the production process and the final product, as well as to produce a product whose quality will continually and repeatably be the same and reliable, additional systems are implemented and in function within the facility. Heating and air conditioning, ventilation and air filtration system, providing controlled air temperature and humidity in the premises. Water purification system, own catchment for production of 100% bacteriologically controlled water for irrigation of the plantations. Complete BMS system with included fire protection, software control and alarm pest control system. Waste control and management system. Recording and traceability software. The technology that is implemented is 100% safe for the immediate environment, while the employee access control is maintained and restricted through personalized check-in cards. The company Bull Building performs seedling reproduction, cultivation, production of cannabis flowers, production and sale of API raw material, bulk packaging of unrefined cannabis THC oil, partially refined cannabis oil with minimum 70% of THC, and production and sale of refined THC oil with minimum 90% of THC. At the request of the clients, products can be created through private labels, both from seeding development and flower, as well as THC oil as a final product.